How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle. Today we're in a battle versus Ad from the Discord server in the OU tier, and he's brought a pretty solid looking team. An Empoleon, a Mandibuzz, a Clefable, Kommo-O, Mamoswine, and a Munkidori. Pretty similar team to ours. They've got 3 of the same members, which is pretty cool. So what I might do is I might lead off straight away with the Ariados, get the sticky webs up, but then again the competitive boost on the Empoleon might be pretty troublesome. So I'm also thinking against that. I'm thinking they lead off with something to counteract our Ariados lead, like, for example, a Mandibuzz or a Mamoswine. So what I might lead off with instead is a Lowland Golem. And I know I led off with that in the last game and it didn't work out very well, but this time I feel like it can put in some work. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. And the battle begins. I love your glasses, by the way, Ad. They're cool. Are they the Dipplin ones? So they lead with Munkidori as we lead off with Magneto. They're probably going to go for a U-turn here because they don't want to get smacked in the face with an Earthquake. I do want to get Stealth Rocks up, but at the same time, the team's not very weak to Stealth Rocks, so it's not that much of a priority to me. I think what we should go for is either an Explosion or a Volt Switch, and I'm thinking Volt Switch is the best way because I think they're going to U-turn here and probably go into the likes of the Mamoswine, for example. Or they go into the likes of, they won't go Mandibuzz, they won't go Empoleon, they might go Clefable. I think they go Mandibuzz, so I think I'm going to go for a Stone Edge on the Mamoswine switch. I think that's for the best, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. They go for a Grass Knot, which is going to take us down to our Sash. Can we hit the Stone Edge, please? That'd be nice, because we missed the first Stone Edge the last time. Let's go for that Stone Edge real quick. They get the Toxic Chain, which is really unfortunate. So once again, a Lowland Golem's not going to get to do much this game, especially if we miss. We don't miss, though, and we're able to nearly take out the Munkidori and get a free switching on it with something else. So Magneto did put in some work. He weakened their best special attacker on the team in barring Empoleon. And now we can just go straight into Empoleon once again. Our own Empoleon, which is awesome. So in comes the Admiral. There we go. And looking at their team, I'd say we can just go straight for a Surf here. They probably bring their own Empoleon in, which is fine if they do. We can just switch out. So I'm going to go for it and see how it plays out. So they do withdraw Bootleg Kong. I like that nickname. That's a cool nickname. Really cool nickname. And they're going to go into Navi, which is going to be the Clefable. So Clefable comes in. We go for a Surf. And that's going to do some decent chip damage to the Clefable, which is nice. Flash Cannon should take it out from here based on that damage. So I'm going to go for the Flash Cannon. I know there's nothing they can do to hurt me because we're Assault Vest. And if they go for a knockoff, it's still not going to do much damage. So they do withdraw. They make a double switch. What are they going to go into, though? Empoleon of their own. Bone Napper. That's the Mandibuzz. So we go for a Flash Cannon on the Mandibuzz. I love how Empoleon dabs there. That's pretty cool. So we know this thing can't do anything to us. It can't Toxic us. It definitely can't Defog on us. So I'm thinking of going for an Ice Beam again. I think Empoleon just pretty much walls their entire team. So we'll go for an Ice Beam. They go for the knockoff, which does a lot of damage. Again, a critical hit. Knocking off our Assault Vest. As we now go for an Ice Beam. And that should do a lot of damage to the Mandibuzz. There we go. Lots of damage. Plenty of damage. So the fact that they outsped us is a bit worrying. Definitely a bit worrying. So I'm going to go for a... I think they go for a Roost here. So we have to go for a Surf. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. They do go for a Roost. There we go. Going for the Stab Surf is a bit better than going for the Ice Beam. But I know we can win this matchup 1v1. So that's exactly what I'm going to try and do. They go for another Roost here, I think. So I might just switch out. Because if they've got Knockoff, it might be worth switching out. So I'm going to go into Blood Moon Ursaluna, I think. I think Blood Moon Ursaluna is the way to go. I think it is. So let's go into Blood Moon Ursaluna. There we go. And this will bait out the Empoleon because they won't want to get hit by a Blood Moon. They won't want to get hit by a Blood Moon. So let's go into Man Bear Pig real quick. There we go. They go for a U-turn, which is fair enough. Go for the U-turn all you want. And they're probably going to go into their Empoleon right now, which does outspeed us, which is fair enough. In comes the Alola, which is going to be the Jangmo-O. So the Jangmo-O comes in. It's nice and shiny. We could Terra here into a Terra Fighting type and go for the Blood Moon. Being resistant to the Fighting type move. Not resistant, but you know what I mean. We could also go Mandibuzz here. I feel like they go for a Clangorous Soul, expecting us to switch. So I'm also partial to my Kommo-O itself. I think we should go for a Blood Moon here. I think they set up expecting us to switch. So I'm going to go for a Blood Moon. They expect the Mandible switch. They go for a Drain Punch. We can eat that, though. We can eat that, though. We can eat that, though. Get that health back. We go for a Blood Moon. Should definitely take this thing out. Definitely takes that thing out. There we go. So Ursaluna once again putting in the work right now. Taking out the Kommo-O. Eating up a Drain Punch like it's nothing. In comes Tuscany. Nice nickname. The Mamoswine. So the Mamoswine comes in. Do we have a switch here? We don't really have a switch here. We don't really have a switch here. So I'm a bit worried. I don't want to Terror yet. I think we're going to have to let Blood Moon Ursaluna go down. Yeah, there's the Ice Shard. That's going to take us out. Down we go. So we let the Blood Moon Ursaluna go down. But it's fine. We can still handle this. Just fine. Because they're going to... is this the right time? Is this the right time, though? Is this the right time? That's the real question. Maybe. Do we want to weaken this Mamoswine first? Should we just go Ridos and get the Sticky Web up? I think that might be a good shout. Then anyway, we don't really need Sticky Web. Plus, it just activates the Empoleon. And Monkey Dory's a poison type, so we can't go for Toxic Spikes. We could just go into a Ridos and knock off. I think I'll do that. I'll go into a Ridos and I'll Mega Horn, actually. Because they probably switch into the Mandibles right now. And based on the damage we did with Ice Beam, it's especially defensive. So I think we go for a Mega Horn here. I think they stay in and they just expect us to, they expect us to just set up hazards. They go for a Stealth Rock of their own. Fair enough. Go for the Stealth Rocks. That's fine. Stealth Rocks is not a problem. We go for a Mega Horn here. Should do a lot of damage to the Mamoswine still. Nearly half, which is nice. And it turns out they're leftovers. So that's interesting. So we still get one free attack off on whatever we want. Let's go for the Mega Horn once again. They might go into Clefable here. But they won't because we're a poison type. We could easily have Poison Jab. So they go for an EQ. It's going to take us right down to our Sash. Not even down to the Sash. We hit another Mega Horn, which is nice. And that nearly takes out the Mamoswine. So we're off to a good start with a Ridos. So Ridos is putting in the work right now. A Ridos I did not expect to put in the work, and it's still doing it. So let's go for a knockoff to finish this thing off. Not that we're going to be able to because it's going to Ice Shard us. It smacks down us. Smackdown. That's an interesting move to have. So Mamoswine gets the Smackdown off, which is fair enough. We go ahead and... what do we do here? What do we do? So I'm leaning towards the fact that they don't have Icicle Crash for a start. They probably expect the Terra Steel. Do we Belly Drum here? No. Do we Egg? We don't Belly Drum. We go into Empoleon here. We definitely go into Empoleon and we can't sell while the Mamoswine's there, basically is what I'm trying to say. So I go for a Vacuum Wave here. Yeah, we go for a Vacuum Wave here and finish this Mamoswine off. That's for sure. That's for definite right now. So they withdraw the Tuscany, which is fair enough. They're going to save it for later. And they're going to do what? Neptune comes in, the Empoleon of their own. Nice and shiny. Gotta love it. Look at that beauty. We go for a Vacuum Wave and it does minimal damage, which is to be expected. Now we switch out into our Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz can do some work here. We can move for a knockoff, knocking off that Empoleon, which would be great. So there we go, withdrawing the Empoleon. We're going to go into our Mandibuzz real quick. There we go. Pebbles comes in. Say hello to Pebbles, everyone. Get that Stealth Rock damage, which is unfortunate, as they go for an Ice Beam, which we should be able to tank pretty well. That did a lot more damage than I thought it would. Let's go for a knockoff anyway and get rid of their item. That's going to be useful. We should outspeed because they outsped us. Yeah, there we go. So we knock off their Expert Belt, which means it's going to do a little bit less damage. They go for a Surf. That's going to take out Mandibuzz, of course. That's going to take out Mandibuzz, of course. And now we're in a very good position. We're in a very good position because Kommo-O, sorry, can now probably set up and sweep. So let's go for it. Let's go for it. Let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. So there we go. Pointer Stone's going to dig in. They probably go for an Ice Beam here, or they switch out. So I'm going to Terra Steel Belly Drum right now. I'm going to Terra Steel Belly Drum right now. Aren't I? Am I? Am I? Am I? Do we need this? Everything's nearly dead. We just need Scale Shot here. We just need Scale Shot to get this. Oh, wow. We don't even... Yeah, okay. So we Scale Shot. We Terra Steel. We Scale Shot. We Terra Steel. We Scale Shot. That's how this goes down. So we Terra Steel to be resistant to the Ice Beam. Because they probably expect us to just go for a Drain Punch here. So they probably just click Ice Beam, right? So that's probably what they're going to do. They Terror themselves into a type that's going to be resistant to fighting, probably. But is it resistant to Dragon? Flying is actually neutral to Dragon. So we might actually get a Kommo-O sweep here. We might get a Kommo-O sweep here, especially now that they've used their... Oh, no, that's not doing enough damage. That's not doing enough damage. We need to hit 5 times at least, though. Oh, wait. No, 4 times. That's not fair. Not fair. Our defense is lower, but our speed raises, which is great. But now they go for a Roost. They've just thrown me for a loop. They just throw me for a loop. So we could Iron Head here. We could also Belly Drum. Would Belly Drum be worth it? We don't need Belly Drum to win. We need to hit all 5 Scale Shots, that's for sure. That is for damn sure. Iron Head would do more damage, wouldn't it? No, Scale Shot does more damage. Scale Shot definitely does more damage. So we go for another Scale Shot here. Let's hope. Oh, we got a crit on one. We got a crit on one. That's nice. That's nice. Can we hit 5 times? That's all we need. 5 times. 4 times again. 4 times. One more time. 4 times. That is unfortunate as they're able to go for a Surf, and that's going to probably do a lot of damage. Not nearly enough, though. Oh, we're off to a good... This is a good one. So let's go for a Drain Punch to get a bit more health back. I think that's the way to go. So they do withdraw Neptune. And they're going to go into what? Navi, the Fairy, the Clefable. Navi, the Clefable's coming in. We go for a Drain Punch, get some health back, which is nice. Are they Rocky Helmet? Is Kommo-O going to actually sweep here? I think it is. I think Kommo-O actually sweeps here, which is crazy. So they are Rocky Helmet, which is good to note. But luckily, they don't really have a priority move on their team. Unless they've got Vacuum Wave on the Empoleon, which they might. That might put a stop to this. Let's go for the Iron Head real quick. Let's go for the Iron Head. There we go. Iron Head comes through. That's going to easily take out the Clefable, no doubt there. But the Rocky Helmet does go into effect. So now we might be weakened for the Empoleon's Vacuum Wave. We've seen Roost on it. We've seen Surf. We've seen Ice Beam. Is it going to have Vacuum Wave or is it going to be Flash Cannon? Tuscany comes in. Tuscany comes in. Nice and shiny. Gotta love it. We definitely live a Ice Shard here and we go for a Drain Punch. That's for sure. We definitely live an Ice Shard here and go for a Drain Punch. Kommo-O's coming through for us right now. So they go for an Ice Shard. We live. We live in it. If it was a crit, we wouldn't have lived. That's for sure. Drain Punch comes through. Gets us some health back. Is it going to be enough health, though? Yes, that's actually a good amount of health back. That is a good amount of health back. So now we've got Mandibuzz to go down. We've got Monkey Dory. So Bone Napper comes in. Bone Napper comes in. I think we have to go for the Scale Shot here. Because A, they could be Rocky Helmet. We don't know that yet. They were Rocky Helmet on the Clefable, so they might not be. But also B, I don't think Drain Punch will KO from here. I think Scale Shot will, though. So Scale Shot comes through. Oh, that definitely KOs. If we can get enough hits. If we can get enough hits. One more hit, I'll do it. There we go. Down goes the Mandibuzz. Kommo-O coming through, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so proud of it. I'm so proud of Kommo-O. It's actually put in the work. I can actually make a Kommo-O thumbnail right now and it not be clickbait because Kommo-O is putting in the work right now. So in comes Neptune. Let's see if they have what I think they have. Let's see if they have... Let's finish this off with an Iron Head. Let's finish this off with an Iron Head. There we go. They don't have Vacuum Wave, which is great. Down goes the Empoleon. And now all that's left is the Monkey Dory. So is the Monkey Dory going to... No, we've got +3 in speed. So even if they're Choice Scarf Monkey Dory, they don't live. Unless Monkey Dory gets a priority move that I don't know about. That's also a possibility. They might get Vacuum Wave for all I know. They would have brought it in sooner, though, if they did. In comes Bootleg Kong. There we go. And now we just go straight for a Drain Punch, I guess. Let's just finish off with a Drain Punch. There we go. Drain Punch comes through. Down it goes. I was actually really worried there. I was like, wait, is it Poison Ghost type? So Jangles the Kommo-O, puts in the work, gets the sweep at the end, which is amazing. And it was a nice lengthy game as well. So GG out. I really enjoyed that one. But anyway, this is the team. It's a pretty fun team. Definitely try it out if you want to. I know I've got 2 Focus Sash users. Screw the haters. You know, Focus Sashes are supreme. Anyway, thank you for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, of course, leave a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.